Unit 1 Learning Together The Day the River Spoke Question Answers from Grade 7 Subject English Book Poorvi. Let us do these activities before we read. First, close your eyes and quietly listen to the sounds around you for a minute. First, are they trying to tell you something? Answer yes. Sounds around us like birds chirping, winds blowing, or water flowing seem to tell us about the beauty of nature and life continuing around us. Question 2. Do you think the things around you also listen to you all day long? Answer. Maybe. Nature feels alive. Sometimes it feels like trees, rivers, and animals are quietly watching and listening. Second, Janvi was a bright young girl who lived with her parents and three brothers in a coastal village in India. Her parents worked on the farm. She had a dream. First, what could that dream be? Answer. Janvi's dream was to go to school and learn. Question 2. How could she make her dreams come true? Answer. By gathering courage and finding a way to join school, even if her parents initially said no. Question 3. What is your dream? What can you do to make your dream come true? Answer. My dream is to become a scientist. I can study hard, stay curious, and never give up. Page 3. Let us discuss. Question 1. What was Janvi's dream? Was it important to her? Why? Answer. Janvi's dream was to go to school and learn. It was very important because she wanted to know about the world, nature, and everything around her. Question 2. Do you think the river can help her in fulfilling her dream? How? Answer. Yes. The river encouraged her, gave her confidence, and told her that she could be brave and find a way to go to school. Let us discuss page 6. Complete the table given below with Janvi's questions in column 1 and the river's answers in column 2. Check your answers with the teacher. Column 1. Why the moon always comes from behind the hills? Answer. It goes down towards the sea, always taking the same way over the mountains and down to the sea. Next question. Can little girls do as much as little boys? Answer yes. Little girls can do as much as little boys. They swim as fast as little boys. Next question. What are ships? Answer. Big boats so big that they can take hundreds of people and they sail along the sea with lights that shine all night. Next question. Will they come here? Answer no. Ships are too large to come here. Let us think and reflect. First, read the extracts given below and answer the questions that follow. First, you shouldn't cry, the voice went on, and you really shouldn't be scared. When you have been coming here to see me every day, well, almost every day. She was puzzled. It was such a voice, like the river. It couldn't be the river. Well, tell me all about it, said the river, for it was the river. I've got to hurry to reach the sea. First, complete the sentence with the correct option from those given in the brackets. The tone of the river in the given extract is assuring. Second, select a phrase from the extract which shows that Janvi was a frequent visitor to the spot. Answer. When you have been coming here to see me every day, well, almost every day. Third, choose the correct option to complete the sentence. The use of an exclamation mark at the end of the line, it couldn't be the river, expresses disbelief. Fourth, choose three qualities of the river highlighted in the extract from the words in the box given below. Answer. Affectionate, thoughtful, kind hearted. Second, can I do something? Asked Janvi. Well, it's up to you, said the river. Seems to me little girls can do as much as little boys. They swim as fast as little boys. You just slip along one morning and sit there in the school and listen to what's going on, and maybe the teacher will let you stay. I couldn't, gasped Janvi. I couldn't. They'd scare me. They'd chase me out. First, complete the sentence with an appropriate reason. According to the river, there was no difference between girls and boys because little girls can do as much as little boys. Second, identify whether the following statement is true or false. The river encourages Janvi to have faith in herself and fulfill her desire to go to school. Answer true. The river encourages Janvi to have faith in herself. Third, choose the correct option to complete the sentence. When the river suggests that Janvi should slip along, it means that she should move quietly. Fourth, what does the repetition of the phrase I couldn't tell us? Answer, repetition of I couldn't shows Janvi's fear and hesitation. Second, answer the following questions. First, why does the writer describe different aspects of nature in great detail at the beginning of the story? Why do you think the writer does this? Answer, the writer describes nature in great detail to create a peaceful and magical setting. It helps the reader feel connected to the environment and prepares them for the magical moment when the river speaks. Question 2. How do the river know so much about Janvi? Answer. The river knew so much about Janvi because she visited the river often and shared her feelings there, even though she thought no one was listening. Question 3. Janvi says, and I am so old now, they'll never let me go. What can you infer about Janvi and the school from this line? Answer. It shows that Janvi feels insecure and believes that she is too old to start school. It also suggests that starting school at a very young age was considered normal in her village. Question 4. Why did the river laugh when Janvi said she would be scared at school? Answer. The river laughed because Janvi was brave in facing other dangers like lizards, snakes, and trains, so it found it funny that she would be scared of school, which was a safe place. Question 5. Why should Janvi follow the river's advice? Answer. Janvi should follow the river's advice because the river encourages her to be brave and take action to fulfill her dream of learning, which will change her life for the better. Question 6. How does the conversation between Janvi and the river make the story more appealing? Answer. The conversation adds magic, warmth, and encouragement to the story. It shows the bond between nature and humans, making Janvi's journey inspiring and lively. Question 7. What is the main message that the writer intends to convey? Answer. The main message is that girls have the right to education and that courage and determination can help overcome obstacles and achieve dreams. Next, let us learn. First, you have learnt that naming words are called nouns and only proper nouns begin with a capital letter. Why has the author used a capital letter for the river even when it is a common noun? Clue. Has the river been given qualities of a human being? Answer. Because the river is personified, means given human qualities like talking and feeling. Second, there are a few words related to sound in the text. Pick the words from the text and write them next to the correct definition. First, made a high pitched piercing sound. Answer strike. Second, to cause liquid to strike or fall on something. Answer splashed. Third, a low continuous background noise. Answer murmuring. Fourth, cry with loud uncontrollable gasp. Answer wailed. Fifth, to make a soft dry sound like paper or leaves moving. Answer rustle. Sixth, took a short quick breath through the mouth due to surprise, pain or shock. Answer gasped. 7. Shaking rapidly to make continuous short, sharp sounds. Answer rattling. 8th, making a lot of noise. Answer noisy. 9th, made a long, high cry usually because of pain or sadness. Answer shrieked. Now, fill in the blanks with suitable sound words from exercise 2. The classroom grew noisy as the students noticed the teacher carrying the answer papers. As the teacher turned the pages with a rustle, the children gasped, wondering what comments awaited. Someone wailed in frustration, and the murmuring of the students steadily increased. Finally, when the teacher praised the students for their excellent performance, the students shrieked with excitement. So, friends, you can note the fill in the blanks. Now, let's move forward. Third, the word catamaran is used in the text. The word originates from Tamil language kattumaram, meaning tied wood. Find out the meanings of these words. From which Indian language these words were borrowed? An example has been given. First, karma, Sanskrit. Answer: karma meaning action or deed, language borrowed from Sanskrit. Next, sahib meaning sir, master, language borrowed from Urdu. Next, chutney, a spicy condiment, language borrowed from Hindi. Next, guru meaning teacher, guide, language borrowed from Sanskrit. Next, veranda meaning roofed platform outside a house, language borrowed from Hindi. Next, jungle meaning dense forest, language borrowed from Hindi. Next, areca meaning a type of palm tree, areca nut, language borrowed from Malayalam. Next, palanquin meaning a covered litter for a passenger carried by bearers, language borrowed from Sanskrit. So friends, you can note them in a tabular form or in which form you like. So let's move forward. Fourth, Chandu the fisherman has a catamaran that the river preferred to a ship. Given below are some boats that are used in different parts of our country. First, canoe. Second, catamaran. Third, coracle. Fourth, shikara. First, which one would you like to travel in? Answer: I would like to travel in shikara, a beautiful boat from Kashmir. This one. Second, make a colorful drawing of a boat that you would like to travel in. So friends, you have to do this yourself. Let's move forward. Fifth, solve the crossword puzzle based on words related to water transport. So first, across. 1. A large vessel used for transporting goods for passengers by sea. Answer: ship. So you have to write it down here. Next, second, a small vessel for traveling on water, typically propelled by oars, sails, or an engine. Answer: boat. So you have to write it in second here. Third, a flat floating structure for traveling across water. Answer: raft. So you have to write it here in the third. Fourth, a boat or ship driven by steam. Answer: steamer. So you have to write it answer in here. Next, down, a small, light, narrow boat pointed at both ends and moved using paddle. Answer: canoe. So you have to write it down here. Sixth, a boat with a powerful engine which can change direction easily and is used to pull large ships into and out of port. Answer: tugboat. So you have to write it here. 7. A boat with sails and sometimes an engine used for either racing or traveling for pleasure rhymes with court. Answer: yacht. So you have to write it here down. So I hope there is no confusion in the crossword puzzle. Now let's move forward. Sixth, read the highlighted words in the following lines from the text. She goes down towards the sea. I have seen her. She always takes the same way over the mountains and down to the sea, like me. Prepositions are words that indicate the relationship between nouns or pronouns and other elements in a sentence. They show direction, location, time, or logical relationships between ideas. So friends, if you have problem in understanding the text in English, you can switch to Hindi language, which is available in the settings audio track. Now fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions given within the brackets. Janvi takes the river's advice and goes to school. On her first day, 1. At school, Janvi stood nervously outside the gate, clutching her bag close to her. The bell rang and she hurried inside the bustling classroom. She found a seat between two friendly classmates. The teacher greeted them warmly and started the lesson about numbers. Janvi listened attentively, feeling excited about the new adventure ahead. 7. Read the highlighted words in the following sentence from the text. A kingfisher swept down its wings an arrow of blue in the sunlight. Words like on, off, up, down can function both as preposition and as adverb. For example, she ran up the stairs, preposition. She rang me up, adverb. Remember, a preposition will always be followed by an object, noun, whereas an adverb will tell you more about the action verb. Next, fill in the blanks with prepositions or adverbs. First, the cat jumped on the table. Second, the children played till until dark. Third, she quickly ran through the park. Fourth, the helicopter was hovering overhead. Fifth, we were just walking along chatting. Sixth, after thoroughly wiping his shoes, he stepped inside. Seventh, she drove slowly around the sharp curve. Eighth, he placed the keys on the mat before leaving. So, friends, we have to write in the blanks either adverb or preposition as given in the brackets. Now, let's move forward. Let us listen. First, read the words given in the box below. You will listen to 5 people speak about school life. As you listen, circle the words that are used by the speakers. There are 2 words you do not need. Transcript for the teacher on page 39. So, friends, let's read the transcript on page 39. Transcript for the day the river spoke. Speaker first. Father, should girls attend school? Yes, they should. I do my best to ensure that both my son and daughter get equal opportunities. I look forward to their successful careers and rewarding lives. I feel education gives freedom to make choices in life. Like I have chosen my own choice for teaching students on YouTube. Whether my daughter wants to work in an organization or be a homemaker, it should be her choice, and the same applies to my son. Speaker second, grandmother, I went to school, but many girls at that time could not attend school because some elders in the village felt that girls should help in the house and take care of their little brothers and sisters. I am happy that the situation has changed today. Speaker 3, teacher, the school prepares students for meaningful and useful participation in the world of work by learning hands on abilities and skills, developing equal respect for head, hands, heart, valuing the dignity of labor, and understanding vocational choices for the future. Speaker 4, student, I like to go to school. I feel that by coming to school and reading the books, I learn about things from all over the world. I also have friends with whom I can share my feelings. Speaker 5th, Principal. Everyone should attend school. You must have noticed that the girls are doing very well. However, as the head of an institution, I know that all students can work hard. My message to students is that they should attend school regularly and take part in every school activity without bothering whether it is for girls or boys. The idea is to focus on learning. So, friends, now let's go back to the question. So, friends, I have found only 3 words. First, homemaker, second, careers, and third, books. And principal is written indirectly because in the bracket it was written principal but not in the passage. So I have found only these 4 words. Second, you will once again listen to the 5 speakers. As you listen, match each statement 1 to 7 to each speaker, 1 to 5. There are 2 statements that you do not need. Answer. First, promotes active participation for all in school activities. Third, teacher. Second one is not applicable. Third, believes in the power of education that leads to freedom of choice. Answer first, father. Fourth, shares that school also means companionship. Fourth, student. Fifth, not applicable. Sixth, persuades the parent to grant permission to attend school. Second, grandmother. Seventh, believes that learning skills is not gender based. Fifth, principal. So, friends, you can note them down. Next, let us speak. First, read the sentence given below. Dear, what's the matter? You shouldn't cry, you know, and you really shouldn't be scared when you have been coming here to see me every day. Well, almost every day. The river spoke to Janvi in a sleepy voice. Work in pairs and take turns to speak the same sentence in other voices. Some hints are given below. So, friends, you have to read the same statement in happy mode, then in surprised mode, then angry, scared, sad, and worried mode. So, you have to do this yourself. Second, Janvi asks the river for advice and the river gives advice. Read the given situations and work in pairs to ask for and give advice. Take turns to change your roles. Use the prompts given below. Situation 1. You wish to play football at school but it has an all boys team only. Answer. Asking for advice. I have a problem. I want to play football, but the team is for boys only. What do you think I should do? Giving advice. I think you should talk to your teacher and ask if they can create a team for everyone or at least let you try out. If I were you, I wouldn't give up easily. Second situation. You have been unable to score well in mathematics due to nervousness during exams. Answer. Asking for advice. I have a problem. I get very nervous during maths exams and my scores go down. Do you think I should try any special tricks to stay calm? Giving advice. Why don't you practice solving sample papers at home with a timer? The best thing to do is to stay relaxed and confident. If I were you, I would focus on practicing calmly every day. Situation 3. You really enjoy music classes but do not get enough time to practice for it. Answer. Asking for advice. I have a problem. I love music classes but I don't get enough time to practice. What would you do in my position? Giving advice. I think you should set a small fixed time every day, even just 15 minutes, only for music practice. If I were you, I would manage my schedule carefully. Situation 4. You cannot see the blackboard clearly from the last bench. Answer. Asking for advice. I have a problem. I can't see the blackboard clearly from the last bench. I'd appreciate your advice on this issue. Giving advice. I think you should politely ask your teacher if you can sit closer to the board. The best thing to do is to make sure you can see properly and learn better. Next, let us write observing nature. Take some time to observe the world around you. Over the next few days, pay attention to the colors, shapes, patterns, and textures found in nature. Look closely at the plants, trees, flowers, birds, and even the sky. Make detailed notes of what you observe, focusing on textures, movements, and how light plays with these elements. Record your observations in detail and the features that draw your attention the most, whether it's the soft ripple of water, the vibrant flutter of a butterfly, or the color of the birds or flowers. Now, write a descriptive paragraph based on what you have observed. Highlight the colors, shapes, textures, and unique details that made an impression on you. Give a title to your paragraph. Answer. Title. The Dance of Nature. Every day I see the golden sunlight dancing on green leaves. I find it very interesting that each flower sways with the breeze as if whispering a secret. I like the soft hum of bees because it feels like nature's music. I feel happy as the colors of butterflies flutter across my path. I want to tell you that there is so much beauty around us. My advice to all is pause, look closely, and listen to nature's song. Next, let us explore. First, discuss why rivers in India are considered to be sacred and most of them are referred to as female. Some rivers are referred to as a male. For example, the Brahmaputra and the Son. Answer. In India, rivers are very important because they give us water to drink, grow crops, and live. People think of rivers like mothers because they care for us and give us life. That's why many rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, and Godavari are called female and are worshipped as goddesses. Some rivers like Brahmaputra and Son are called male because they are very strong and powerful, like a mighty force during floods. Second, whole class activity. First, India is a multilingual country and many of us can speak 2 to 3 languages easily. Make a list of the languages that everyone in the class can speak and display it on a chart paper in the classroom. Answer. Here's a list of languages that students in our class can speak: Hindi, English, Punjabi, Bengali, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Gujarati, and Urdu. Question 2. In which language do you enjoy reading and learning the most? Answer. I enjoy reading and learning in Hindi because I understand it better and it feels very easy and natural. I also like learning in English because it helps me to talk to people from different places. Third, read the poster given below and answer the questions that follow. The happiness of a nation lies in the dignity of its daughters. Question 1. What are the things you can observe in the poster? Answer. Girls are smiling and holding books. They look excited and ready to go to school. Question 2. Why do you think the girls look happy? Answer. The girls look happy because they are getting a chance to go to school and learn new things just like boys. Question 3. Dignity means self respect. What is the relation between dignity and happiness? Answer. Dignity means having respect for yourself. When girls are treated equally and get to study, they feel proud and happy. When you have dignity, you feel truly happy. Question 4. How does a nation prosper when its daughters are happy? Answer. When daughters are happy and educated, they help their families and society grow. They become teachers, doctors, and leaders. This makes the whole country stronger and better. Fourth, the government has launched many schemes for the education of the girl child. Some of them are Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Balika Samriddhi Yojana, Samagra Shiksha Scheme, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas, etc. Find out more such schemes from the internet or from your teacher and spread awareness in your neighborhood. Answer. Here are some schemes started by the government for girls' education. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao to save and educate the girl child. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, a saving plan for girls' education and future. CBSE Udan scheme helps girls prepare for engineering exams like JEE. Next, Balika Samriddhi Yojana gives financial help to girls from poor families. Next, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya (KGBV) opens schools especially for girls in villages. We should tell everyone about these schemes and help more girls study and succeed. So friends, we have completed all these question answers from chapter 1, The Day the River Spoke. I have tried to answer all the questions. If you like the video, kindly like it and share it with your friends. We have already read the chapter and also the summary from the same chapter. You can find the link in the description and on the screen. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.